Hey, what's going on, everyone? Just a little bored, so I decided I had to do a video on my Gunpla collection. So I'm just gonna grab them. Not gonna do any particular order. So here, start off. The first one I got here is my get it off the peg. There we go. Oh, I guess that works too. This is my Wing SD Gundam. This was pretty fun. It's very different. Even if you built the wing kit before, this is very different. I mean, I guess because of an SD. Pretty cool all around. It's got the wings. It actually goes into bird mode. Fun overall. Just well, I guess because of an SD, it's really seal heavy, and some got annoying. Like the blue part right here is a seal, and it's kind of inside on incline like that. It was annoying. Other than that, the real problem with this is that the connections are really, really loose. Like that just popped off all the time. So it takes some clear nail polish to that, fix that problem right up. And then my next one is my RX-78 SD Gundam. This is really fun. Nothing too much to say about it. It's RX-78. What more do you want? Actually, this gun actually fit in the actual 144's hand. So if you want to make like a snub pistol or whatever, I guess it's pretty cool. Shields weren't bad on this one, but I don't have the shield on it because the entire shield is just one giant seal. So I figured I'd paint that first instead of just putting the giant seal on the shield. That's why it's not on here with this. That's why I only got the gun, because the only seal I need was this. And I kind of keep these two separated, even though they came in the same kit. Psyche. This was a very interesting build. One thing I didn't like about this was this entire thing was white. Like, this was the stand, I spray painted that white. This was white. And I didn't want to go with yellow, so I took a gold paint marker, and I guess I kind of made him like a Hyper Psyche. And you really can't pose him more because the legs and stuff are kind of in place like this, so you really can't have him. I guess you could really try, kind of like sitting, but he's meant to be put on this stand. That was kind of disappointing, but still cool. Psyche. That gold really brought out the one parts, and I'm gonna grab this one first. It's right in front of Psyche. I got my this is my first Gunpla is the G Gundam or God Gundam. This was really fun. This was my first kit. It's fun overall, all around. To give you the not burning hand. Give you a little, heat end hands. They give you a lot of hands for this kit, and they give you a lot of fists. They give you two for that came with beam sabers, but there's like 3 or 4 of these hands you can use. This actually comes out. I think that's pretty cool. Overall, I like this kit. But some people, I don't know why. Some people really don't like this kit. To say no, it's a little too bulky, not kind of distributed well. You really look at it, I can kind of see why, but other than that, I really don't see it. I like it. And then of course, I have this just kind of sitting there doing like kick. Is Master Gundam. This came with Psyche, and I really like this. This is a kind of really out there kit. I don't know, just maybe because of the headpiece right there, and maybe the wings. But then again, these are kind of like the Wing Zero wings, but they do that, and they really don't come out like their ones. Cool thing about this is that this thing's really pulsable. Like, I got it doing a kick right now on a stand, and it comes with the darkness finger. This is right here. That's pretty cool. One downside of that, it just kind of sits in there. Like you can see right in there, the hands in there. If I'd be like a full thing, but same thing with the Shining Gundam. And connection's kind of crappy. in here. But other than that, this is all around. This was a fun kit. That was a fun kit. And now, what's I got here? It's my Guyan. You know, this was $10 in my hobby shop. I was going, why not? And if you could see on there, put Yonko from Built by Their Stride, because Yonko's best girl. This is kind of a weird kit. I guess because it's an older kit, the plastic just feels really weird. I can only describe it as kind of like it was having like a glass texture to it. Like it seemed like it'd break easily, but it won't. This is pretty cool because this comes with a lot of hands, because this was built to be a dueling Gundam, and they have different hands for dueling stances and all that. One thing that kind of ticked me off was this entire black part right here was one giant seal. So I kind of said screw that and just took a Gundam marker to it. Other than that, that's about it. Shield's on there pretty weird. They got this one thing right here, and then there's a little thing swivel right here. You can put the shield anywhere. But yeah, other than probably having the weirdest plastic Gundam I've seen so far, and probably the sealish, this being a whole giant seal, it's an alright Gundam. And moving on, I have my Battle Damage RX-78 in a cage. I'm not going to look at the cage so much, but I'm just going to look at the RX-78. This was really... It was a fun build because I built in and went straight into battle damaging it. Oops, that fell off. Yeah, you know, I gave it hell. It looks pretty cool. Cool thing is it came with the ball and chain. If it didn't have that, I think I would have not picked up the kit. And, one thing about the cage, it kind of takes me off, is showing it right here, the connections for your weapons you put on it. They kind of fall off real easily. Other than that, the cage is alright. It took me like 10 minutes to build. Alright, moving on. I have Wing Gundam Fenichi, and I like this kit, but it gave me a lot of problems. I don't know what's with the head. The head is just, for me, it was breaking pretty easily. I broke this head twice, and then even on this fin right here, it fell off, and the model cement that in. Other than that, I'm not sure if I just got a bad model. Other than that, this was a really fun build because it's not symmetrical, and I think it's overall fun, but this doesn't like to stain here that well. His lance, the gun sits in there pretty well. The other thing is right here, this Plasky particle wing kind of sits there, and it does not like to sit in there at all. I was thinking about like model cementing it there, but then I'm like, well, I don't want it in there all the time, so I guess I'll bite the bullet and just not keep it in there. And then I have, this is the newest wing kit 144 that came out. This was a really, really, really fun build for me because I love Wing Zero, and for high grade, I think there's a lot of complexity that goes into this. You know, like the head, the wings weren't so much, but like the torso and like these right here. But yeah. Overall, pretty good high grade. The one downside I think is that if you try to do like I don't know, that just popped off. That isn't the problem though. This head kind of sitting there kind of crappily. One problem is if you try to do like the Endless Waltz final shot with the Buster rifle, it really doesn't work. But it's not that right Gundam for that, so I don't know why. It's not the Endless Waltz one. This one, a lot of people like and want. I guess it's a really hard kit to find, but I just got lucky. This is my Guff Flight type. This was like $13. I said, why not? And this is my first like Xeon suit. This is I don't know what to think about this. Nevertheless, still cool. I mean, you can kind of tell I spent 13 bucks on it, and there's some spots you can tell, yeah. You can see why. The legs are pretty awesome. The main thing about this is like this huge freaking chain gun minigun it has. That's the main reason why I got this. Alright, got the two Gundams. This is probably my favorite one I've probably built so far, is my R35 Mr. Rowell's custom Guff. This has a lot of stuff on it. Like, you have, I think these are like the fuel tanks here, and you could swap these out different parts. You have your sword. They actually give you two of them. I have one out, and then have the one in his side over here. And you have his whip that's posable and bendable, and these two giant shields over here with the shooting, I don't know what you call them, knuckles. This is really cool. I mean, I've seen other high grade. This is a big advancement over like the regular high grade. Like I've seen another one, the orange, I don't know if you can tell in here, is not in the high grade. It's like, yeah, paint those on or seal, but those are actual parts in there. I know, I really like this kit. This is probably the best build fighter kit they put out. Alright, two more. A lot of people also like this one a lot too. This is my Easy 8. This is the old high grade. They came with like the weird boxing, the 08 MS team. And for high grade, this is pretty cool. Is that oh, that was supposed to happen. It said you can actually open the cockpit up, and little figure. You can get a little figure that goes in there, but I'm not gonna try to pull it out because it's kind of a bitch to pull out. But this is pretty fun. You know, it's just like 10 bucks. I'll fix that later. But you might notice I don't have the 08 right here. Is that I don't know, because it's just such an old kit just sitting there. The decal didn't come out all the way, and it kept the paper on it, so I don't have it on there. Other than that, this is a pretty fun kit. If you can find it, it's just fun. Easy 8. I love the Easy 8. If you can find one somewhere, pick it up. You're just gonna have fun with it. And last but not least, this is not my Gundam. This is my father's. He built this. It's like, yeah, so I really can't say about building it. Is the Blitz Gundam. This is the high grade. Overall, it looks pretty cool. Surprising, my dad did a really good job on it for this being his first high grade, and I guess he just learned a few things about just watching me and him building cars over the model cars over the course of his life. One problem is that this does not like to stay on here that well. Other than that, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And then I have currently 3 backlogs. I really don't count as a backlog. It's my Wing Gundam. But there's some trouble with the V-fin, and I gotta get that fixed. The V-fin does not like to stay in that kit. I need to get that fixed, and I still consider it on backlog until it's on my shelf. Then I kind of put this down. I don't know why I picked it back up. Is Zaku 1 Thunderbolt. I need to finish that up. And currently, what I've been working on the last few days is the Hammurabi. This is a very weird kit to build because it looks like a Stingray. This is actually a pretty fun build though. And as of right now, that's all my Gundam collection. So see you around.